or video, if I should say it. This is gonna be kind of part one of my story of who I really am. Some of you might know me, some of you don't. I'm posting on social media, see if I can get people to watch this video, share it, get some comments and likes. It is 6:53 right now. Okay, so my name is Louis. I from Dallas, Texas. I was born April 4th, 2000. Um, well, the gameplay kind of shows in the background. I'm just gonna talk of my story just for a little bit while I play zombies. Why not, you know? So, let's wait. Let's wait a little bit. Let's wait till the game actually starts. Hope this goes by fast. So I'm not sure if I can hear this, but it's like kind of like of a background thing while I'm just over here talking and telling the story. I don't have a PC, so I can't really like I can't really cut some stuff. So I might do like part one, part one of two. So kind of like make it short with streams. Don't make it too long. Don't make it like an hour or two. Just probably make it like 45 minutes each. Just talk about my general life and who I really am. I'm not gonna show them. Of course, I'm not gonna say my location and everything, but So yeah, of course, I was raised in Dallas, Texas. Um, my birthday is April 2nd, 2000, so I'm 20 years old. Um, I might stutter a lot at one point because technically I can't really I sometimes don't have things to say, but it comes up in my mind. I haven't really think this through, but yeah. So I'm 20. When I was what? Of course, when I was born, we used to live in apartments. We used to live in apartments. We didn't really. We kind of liked it, but we kind of didn't. Um, so it just kind of go back and forth. We moved, I think, twice or once. I'm not entirely sure. Until we got this house. We've been having this house for. I've been in this house for what? Almost. Not. I won't say 20 years, but at least. Um, I say at least 18 years, in my opinion. 16 to 18 years I've been living in the same house we live in right now. I have four. I have three brothers, no sisters. Um, we we didn't really wanted a sister, but it's whatever happens, whatever my parents get, mom, a sister, brother, we keep them, of course. But other than that, we're normally just. I have three brothers. The oldest is 21. He's gonna be 22 in a couple of, I'll say next week, a couple of days technically. And yeah, he's getting married. Wait, why am I talking about him? But yeah, I'm technically the middle child. It's me. It's my oldest brother. He's 21. He's gonna turn 22. I'm 20. My other brother's 15. He's gonna turn 16. And then I have a baby brother. He is 5, at least 5 years old. Yeah, he's 5 years old. I don't remember my brother's birthday. I mean, date of, whatever. I started school kindergarten. Of course, well, yeah, I started school, no, pre-kinder. I started school pre-kinder. I had, it was pretty fun. You know how elementary school works. It's pretty fun when you're little, but when we start growing up, it starts getting frustrating. You're getting bored of it. You don't want to go no more. I understand that. I know, cause that's how I was. I didn't want to go to school anymore after second grade. Well, yeah. um, you might hear me cough a lot because of my allergies, but it doesn't really bother me. But yeah, besides that, I do have allergies. They're not bad, but they're somewhat bad. Like the symptoms that I get, just like it annoys me, such as I get chest pains, I can't hardly breathe, my eyes get irritated, my eyes get bloodshot red, etc. Um, I, I don't think I was born with allergies. I think I was born. Yeah, I was like, my mom told me I wasn't born with allergies. When I was getting nosebleeds when I was little. I'm not saying my parents were bad parents, but like they didn't expect that it was like that. They just thought it was like, oh, he has a nosebleed because his head was hot. Then yeah, but no. After they looked into it, I started getting allergies. My allergies got worse once I started growing up. Um, what else? When I was little, I'll say what, 6 to 7, 5 to 8 years old at least. I had an incident. Uh, I hit my head really hard on something. I don't remember what it was, and I've gotten a seizure. Um, I didn't expect that I was gonna get a seizure, or my parents, but they told me everything that I got a seizure. Of course, I couldn't breathe. My face was purple, and it's just like It was heartbreaking for them. Same with me because I didn't expect it was gonna happen to me, but it happened. Um, I try my best to try to I kind of wish I didn't get it, but at the same time, I wouldn't be who I really am right now. People think I'm a weird guy, weird but funny guy, but at the same time, I feel like I kind of annoy people from either the stuff I say or like the stuff I do, and I guess it just annoys people. Um, I remember this one time, my teachers actually told my parents they thought I was born with autism. Because the stuff that I used to do back in school, I don't remember everything from elementary school, but I just know because my mom told me that her parent, her, my teachers told my parents that the way I acted at school, and so the teachers thought I had autism, the way I behaved, the way I acted in elementary school. Um, when I was little, I know for sure I used to watch a lot of like Tom and Jerry stuff like that, kind of like those old stuff, Tom and Jerry, uh, the Flintstones, stuff that people watched back then, but now they don't. I used to listen to a lot of music before I started listening to rock a lot. I used to listen to a lot of I say um, hip hop, rap, pop, stuff like that. Just like old songs that you used to listen to, just trying to get that nostalgia that you would have. But um, it's just I don't know. It was pretty fun for me. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed my childhood a lot. But at the same time, so it goes back and forth. I would enjoy it. Sometimes I wouldn't, cause I guess the stuff that's happened to me when I was little, or just like whatchamacallit, uh, the stuff that's been happening, just stuff that's happened to me, um, what people told about me, just everything in general. So that's what happened I think when I was in third grade, fourth grade, I'm not sure. That happened to me. fifth grade comes in. Uh, it's, it's pretty funny because I was the shortest one in all my school. Technically, I was the shortest one. Uh, teach I won't say teachers would call me names, but I had a nickname technically. They call me Monkey Boy. I don't know why, but at the same time, some students would actually like make fun of me. I guess because of my height or the way I looked, people would make fun of me when I was fifth grade. They didn't really. I say teachers didn't really pay attention to me. Um, I would get bullied. Um, I think that's it. In elementary school, I used to just get bullied a lot. Of course, I didn't know what bullying was when I was little, but I wouldn't like, hey, you know, I wouldn't talk to my mom. I wouldn't talk to nobody, or just keep it to myself, cause I don't know, I just didn't really thought about it of telling anybody of my situation. Um, but yeah, that's what this happened to me. Uh, I know this might sound confusing because I'm going back and forth, fifth, second, but I flunked second grade. It's not cause like, oh, he's stupid. No, I flunked second grade cause I would always fail English. English is like my least favorite subject that I always fail. It would always be English. It would never be nothing else. English or reading. I would always fail those tests and everything. Sorry about that. But yeah, though, I would I flunked second grade. Um, but yeah, I flunked second grade because apparently, like, I would always flunk those two tests, like either reading or English. It would be no other subject that I would fail, but it was always be no those two though. Um, what else? Of course, either tonight or tomorrow, I might do part one and part two. Since technically, I don't really have nothing to talk about when I was little, because I don't really remember everything. But I know for sure it's kind of like, kind of the stuff that's just happened to me, and just don't get me wrong, like I kind of like how I am right now, but not really. So it's like back and forth. Sometimes I go back and forth. So like sometimes I like how I am, sometimes I don't. So it just goes back and forth. Uh, what's another thing that that happened to me back then? Oh, on my right thigh, believe I actually have a scar from a dog that actually bit me when I was little. Uh, it just happened to, like, it was just out of nowhere. It just happened to me. Um, it was weird though. Like it just happened. Uh, I used to ride bikes a lot with my brothers and my cousin and one of my neighbors. Just ride bikes 24/7 at least. I was skinny when I was little, to be honest. Um, what did I used to do when I was little? Dang, it's hard thinking, man. To be honest. Um, to be honest, I wasn't even born to play video games. To be honest, I would just go outside, play soccer, ride bikes, or hopscotch, or do something. You know, something productive outside. Because back then everything would be just like, calm. In my opinion, everything was calm back then. Um, wake up, birds chirping, It would be windy, it wouldn't be too hot, it'd be too cold. So just go back and forth. Um, oof, what's another thing that's happened to me when I was little? It's kind of hard to remember, cause like I didn't really think this through. I didn't really plan to make a video today, but it's trying to get some more support and trying to at least try to not get too famous, but get my dream out and just like try to become a YouTuber with subscribers, likes, and typical YouTubers people think about. Um, my people might ask me a lot, what influenced you to play games? It was actually my cousin, in my opinion. Yeah, it was my cousin. Um, one of my I'm not sure it was my cousin or one of my friend. One of my friend had a Wii. No, not a Wii. It was a Nintendo 64. Yeah, it was Nintendo 64. We would play Mario Kart. I think it was Mario Party. I'm not entirely sure. We would also play. Mm, Super Mario Bros. Or Super Mario 3 or something like that. It's a game. We also play Super Smash. But we had fun. I would go over his house after school, and we just have fun playing the game. We wouldn't get mad at each other. And, sometimes I would spend the night at his house. We watch YouTube in his TV, or just watch like funniest home videos, stuff to like laugh or just to keep us awake. We would go back and forth. Like we'll watch TV, watch YouTube, we'll play games. We just go back and forth. Um, what's another thing that I used to do back then? Oh, we also had a trampoline. Um, we had a trampoline, but we accidentally ripped it because when I was little, when we were little, we would always put water on the trampoline. It's pretty funny. We always put water on the trampoline, and our parents told us not to do it, but we still did it either ways because we were trying to have fun. We would play a lot of like, I would say game modes, but like a lot of, how do I say this? Activities in trampoline. Like we'll call this game tricks, and like we'll do some type of trick each person, and we each score each person, see who gets the most points. But sometimes we end up like landing wrong, so like we take out our air, or we kind of like hurt ourselves, but not too much. But just hurt ourselves, and just like you can't move for a little bit. Like you just want to sit down for a little bit because you just like, oh, like you'll get me once if you play like trampoline game before. We also play egg in the middle. I think that's what everyone played back then, or still play that egg in the middle. I think most of y'all know how this works. Um, what's another thing that we used to play? Hmm. I don't know. We used to play a lot of like activities in trampoline. Um. Oh, we were. Oh, it's just a little bit dangerous, but we used to like jump, and kind of the other person goes in the bottom of the trampoline, and we have to avoid, like technically the guy under the trampoline have to avoid the people that are jumping. It was kind of dangerous, but we still did it. It's a good thing none of us end up actually hurting each other, but sometimes you will land wrong, or you actually land on him, and he would just like kind of just take a hit and just gets up and just goes again. I know, because that's happened to me before. Um, What's technically I had a really like of a sad but kind of a fun childhood. The songs I like the songs back then better than today, or should I say present. I would listen to a lot of music. Um, I wasn't really a drawing person, but now I am. But I kind of stopped slacking on drawing. I don't know why. I guess 'cause new games comes out or like something comes out, so I'm just like, you know what? I can just play game or exercise or do something productive. Or well, before the pandemic, I used to work a lot. I didn't really had that many jobs, but you know, it was some jobs at least to get money. Um, this is actually funny. My dad used to that's my. I think today I would sometimes go with them, sometimes I won't go with them to go work with them. But when I was little, he used to take me to go work with them. He's like a handy manny guy, or should I say, like maintenance person. But I would go with them, and my dad would ask me, "Hey, what are you doing?" And I would just be like, "Oh, I'm just helping you." But I was little, like I don't know what I was doing. Um, I would I kind of ruined his work kind of at some point. Like I go back and forth. Like I would accidentally break something, or or sometimes he'll get like irritated with me that he'll call my mom, and my mom will come and pick me up because my dad gets tired of like the stuff that I was doing, either breaking something that was kind of expensive, or like a tile, or like just something that is pretty expensive just for one little thing. He'll get irritated with me. He'll call my mom. She'll come pick me up, and we'll just go back and forth. Um, when I was little, uh, my mom told me I cried a lot. I didn't believe her until she told me until she showed me some of the videos, and yeah, I can see that I used to cry a lot. My opinion was funny. Um, then came in when I was I think I was like 9 at least. I was going to middle school, but the middle school story is gonna be part two. It's not gonna be right. It's not gonna be today. It's gonna be part two. So it might be either tonight or tomorrow. Depends on the situation. If I want to talk about it, or if I just like just want to let it go, because the stuff that I've been through, or like just kind of just go back and forth. I'm still thinking about it, to be honest. It's like a 50-50. Um, uh, I remember when I was little, I wanted to be a police. You know how everybody wanted to be a police, at least. At least half of everybody wanted to be either police or something to do with like deputies, though. Police, doctor, um, fireman, just stuff like that. It's pretty funny how everyone had their opinions, you know. But I wanted to be a police officer when I was little. It's pretty funny. Uh, Teachers didn't really believe in me that I was gonna pass grades, cause either the way I answered questions or just the way I acted in general. I don't know why. I guess cause the way I acted or something. But yeah, that's the stuff that's been happening to me. Um, it's kind of hard to talk about stuff because like I don't really know what to talk about now because technically that was my childhood at least. Um, But I just know for sure I used to stay over at my cousin's house for a lot, or I used to stay at my friend's house a lot. But now, just like, I won't say I don't have a lot of friends compared to when I was in high school, middle school, or elementary school. Probably have just like I said, 1 to 4 friends at least that like been by my side ever since day one. But you know how it goes. People go their own path. They either they get arrested 6 feet under, or they go somewhere else. They do stuff that's like not the way of living, or it's them. I'm not gonna You can't control people, but it's them. But that's how friends used to be behind your back every single one, 24/7. Hey man, just like keep in touch with you. But you know how people are, and people end up not passing, but people end up changing just the way they are, so that they change their ways, or like they change how they act, or something like that. Um, I don't know. It just like they just change who they really are. They end up being like a nice person. Next thing you know, a couple years later, they end up being one of them. Like they end up dead. They end up doing drugs, having kids at a young age. I mean, that's their opinion. That's totally up to them. But yeah, um, I wouldn't say. I mean, don't get me wrong. Some teachers were pretty cool when I was in elementary school. I remember second grade. I think it was second grade. No, 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 fourth grade. My mistake. Fourth grade. Apparently I passed one of the tests that we were supposed to take, and the teacher said whoever passes the test or get commended on a specific test, she was gonna take us to Rockwall and take us to go eat, or go do something. So of course I was one of them. Pretty had a good time, but I didn't ex people didn't really expect that from me. It was like, oh, you passed. Oh, okay, good. Like it wasn't just like, oh, congrats, man. So it's like whatever. People didn't really believe me in elementary school because I guess the stuff I would say, or I don't know, I don't remember. I guess it's just the stuff that I used to say. Like today, don't get me wrong, people still think I'm slow. People still think I'm, I won't say messed up in the head, but kind of am a little bit. Maybe I'm not that type of person that, I mean, I'm not gonna get like that, what people say, like, oh, he's messed up in the head, he should be in an asylum. No. I'm just like, like, just kind of that one person, just like kind of change in life. I mean, don't get me wrong. I wouldn't say I like the way I act, but like people like the way I act. I guess 'cause I don't know. I make a lot of people laugh, or I make a lot of people have a smile in their face and generosity. Uh, People intend to target me the most, 'cause I guess I'm too nice, or I'm an easy target. Technically, that's what people told me. Easy target. I'm too nice. I'm too caring. I mean, I I can't do nothing about it, man. Like I try my best to try to be mean, but I just can't. I try my best to do this, and I can't. I got my genes from my mom. Me and my mom, I think, we're just both nice, and like we can't change nothing from that. I can't change who I am, and I don't want to. I mean, at some points I do, but I just don't want to, cause like I feel wrong about it. It makes me feel like I'm the mean person, and they're just like, oh, I'm just trying to be nice. but in reality, I'm like one of the nice persons you could ever meet. Um, of course, I don't steal, I don't cheat, I don't do nothing like that. Um, I don't want to be like them other guys that like just like end up in prison for stuff they've been doing. I'm not. Yeah, I live in where's Bruce is at? H Crease Bruce. I mean, apparently people tell me, "Oh, you're probably one of those ghettos guys." No, I'm not. Oh, you're probably. They always tell me, "Oh, you probably steal or you probably done this." I'm just like, no, I'm literally. Uh, I am. I'm drug free. Uh, what else? I'm drug free. I've never had a problem with the authority or police or anything like that. But when you're little, you gotta have time to at least have fun when you're little. Now I can't really have fun. I guess I won't say because of the pandemic, but like once you turn eight, once you turn 18, you have to worry about responsibilities. You have to worry about this. You have to worry about money, like getting a job, getting a car, and stuff like that. And it's just like you don't really have time to like do stuff that you want to do. It's kind of boring once you get older in life. It gets boring. Um, what's another thing that I can talk about? If the one person's watching, I don't know who you're watching, but you can at least say a question and I can talk about it. That's if they're still watching. If not, it's okay, man. Just trying to get some support, trying to at least fix, trying to at least get enough to get a computer, uh, get a setup, and do stuff that YouTuber starters do end up doing. You know, just want to get the hang of a YouTube channel. I mean, I had a YouTube channel, but uh, what was it? Back on Black Ops 3, I would like all my videos got technically either demonetized or copyrighted, cause I don't know why, but it was weird. But yeah, though, it's whoever's right there, man, or female, whichever. I can at least just ask me a question, ask me anything, or later in life, whoever's watching this, I can just leave a comment down, and I wouldn't mind answering your question or statement or something, such as like, oh, just ask me anything in life, you know what I mean? I'll answer anything, you know. Um, um, so I'm not sure if I had surgery from that seizure that I got when I was little. Nobody have told me anything about it. Nobody told me if I had a seizure, or nobody told me if I got through surgery or anything. But I feel like, in my opinion, I feel like that the incident that I had when I was little kind of ruined my life a little bit. Because like sometimes, like I don't know how I can explain it perfectly, but I kind of can't because it's like kind of like why like just like because people ask me, dude, why do you act like a little kid, or why do you act like a 12-year-old, or why do you act this way? Why do you act this way? Why do you act that way? Just go back and forth, ask me questions over and over again. I can't really control that. It's just my head. It's all in my head, dude. Trust me. Sometimes I try my best to act like mature, act my age, uh, act this, act like that, but I just can't. It makes me feel like it doesn't make me feel like it's not me, but it just makes me feel like, how do I say this? It just makes me feel like it's not really me, but in a different way. It just makes me feel like I don't know how to explain how it makes me feel, but I know for sure like people think I'm just like, oh, you're immature, or they ask me questions. They start asking me questions of like, oh, hey, sorry about that, guys. Okay, where was I? I don't remember where was I. But yeah, people think that people always ask me stuff. Act your age, stop acting like a little kid. But like I can't. It's just how my brain works like that, man. I sometimes try to change myself. I think to myself, hey, should I just change? But I can't. It's just how my brain reacts to stuff like that. People tell me, "Oh, you're slow." I'm just like, "Yeah, I know I'm slow. I can't stop it. It's just who I really am. I can't really like change, cause then if I change, people are gonna like, "Why'd you change?" or "Why are you doing this?" Just like I can't do nothing about it. It's like the one thing I kind of don't want to, but I kind of do. It's like a 50-50. But in reality, I can't. I try to, but it doesn't work. Try to act my own age. I want to stop acting like a little kid sometimes, but I can't. I try, and I can't. It's pretty hard for me. But besides that, uh, my first system I ever had was hmm, it's a PS. No, it was Atari. I think, in my opinion, I think we had an Atari first, and then we went to a PlayStation Classic. I'm not entirely sure. It's one of those two. Either I think it was a PlayStation Classic or an Atari. But then after the PlayStation 1 came out, we ended up getting a PlayStation 2. And then we got into like an Xbox, the original. And then we started upgrading more and more and more. My parents would give that to us for Christmas. Mm, yeah, that's just how my childhood worked. Um, this part's kind of funny. It's when we had a trampoline back then. I don't remember like what specific day or what specific year, but what you call it? We were jumping on trampoline. I was little. I was like what, 9, 10 years old at least. I used to know how to do backflips back then, backflip, front flip, stuff like that. You know, people back then people thought it was cool. Um, um, it was me, my brothers, and my cousin. Right? We were just jumping, having fun. You know, trying to have a good time. I did a backflip. I landed it, and I literally fell off the trampoline. It's pretty funny, in my opinion. Um, I try my Well, they got mad at me because I blame it on them because I told my cousin, I told my mom that they pushed me off the trampoline, and I went towards them and I was crying, but in reality I fell off on, and I just wanted to blame it on them, I guess. I guess just the way I reacted, and they were just laughing at me, so I just wanted to blame it on them, just for the hell of it. Um, and then they told me, they were just telling me stuff like, "Hey, why'd you tell on us? Like, why we didn't even push you? Why you lying to your mom, saying that we pushed you and all?" And I'm just like, it's like I don't know. I was just like, why not? I was just, we were just having a good time. They were laughing at me, so I got mad at them because they were just laughing at me. So I was just like, wow. Uh, um, what's another thing that happened to me when I was little? I don't remember. But I think I'm gonna end the stream right now. This is gonna be part one. Either tonight or tomorrow I might do part two of my story. I think part one is supposed to be like my childhood. Part two is gonna go to like middle school, part three high school, and then part four is gonna go to like who I really like, how I am today. And but it's whatever. But think I'm gonna end the stream here. Just I'm not entirely sure yet what to do yet. Either end the stream or keep talking, whichever one. But whoever's watching this, or whoever watched this, can you at least please share this video? Uh, kind of help me out, support me. Just help me out, man. In general. But whoever's like, thank you for watching, man. I'm gonna end this stream right now. Yeah, I'll see you guys either tonight or tomorrow for the part two. Alright, man? I'll see y'all on... Hold up. Alright, yeah, I'm just gonna end the stream here. I'll see y'all on my next stream.